The internet can be a very empowering place, but it can also be a place of depravity and creepiness. And nothing really sums that up more than Lil Tay, who was a child prodigy. Oh, not prodigy. She's a child star, child rapper. People really liked her for the controversy that she brought, and also for some of the songs that she created. And when she turned 18, which was only a few days ago, she launched an OF account. And within 3 hours, she had made over $1 million on said account, which is not only a little bit creepy, but it's raising some very serious questions about who's allowing her to do this, and also people waiting for her to turn of legal age before, or just waiting for that moment to be able to enjoy the spicier side of her life. Okay, and it's raising a lot of very significant and serious questions. So in case you didn't know, Lil Tay, right, has broken the OF record as soon as she turned the legal age of 18 and the legal age of being able to use this app by creating and, earning over $1 million within 3 hours, right? And this has been documented on many a website. So she obviously broke the record. The internet personality and musician celebrated the milestone on the 29th of July, shortly after she announced that she had signed up to the X-rated platform. For those unfamiliar with Lil Tay, she rose to fame aged 9 for jokey clips circulating around social media of her bragging about her wealth. Obviously, that's how this all kind of started, and this is how Lil Tay kind of got her big break on the internet. In 2018, the young rapper shared controversial videos inspired by trap of her singing about the inordinate amount of money. And she revealed today, or 4th of August, that she just took 2 hours, well, it was 3 hours, for 100,000 people to subscribe to her account. And then obviously she earned a staggering $1 million within the first 3 hours of her page being live, writing on Twitter and Instagram. She said, a screenshot of proof and penned, "Not bad for 3 hours. We broke the F out of the OF record." And this was the screenshot that she shared, proving the total amount. $500,000 of that was from subscriptions, 26,000 from tips and messages. People were sending her messages, ending up in the total of $486,000. Now, obviously, as you can see from some of the comments, bunch of preds. A lot of people are wondering who on earth is signing up to a literally only freshly turned 18-year-old. This is literally barely legal stuff. The second that she turns 18. People have clearly been waiting for this. And it begs the question of what kind of depraved kind of earnings or depraved kind of thoughts of these people had about this person, this child, prior to them becoming 18 to want to sign up and see this kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of creepy. And then the follow-up post that she posted was this one, which was literally only a few moments later. As you can see, you can do the reading from the thing. I don't want to get it demonetized by just saying the word. Link in bio, all content shot at 12:01 on my 18th birthday. Weird. Really friggin' weird. And then she's posting about it, bragging, "I am inevitable. Shout out to the ones who pre-ordered or spawn camped. You know I love you." Obviously, now, we've also got the concern of her earning and pre-ordering this kind of content. Literally pre-ordering. People were waiting on an OF site, on a adult content site. Well, that's what it's become now, at least. Before she even turned 18 to see this content. Who does that? What on earth has become of the world? Now, obviously, it goes a lot deeper than this, because this has launched some significant controversy due to her young age and prior fame as a child influencer. Emphasis on the word child. Known for very provocative, profanity-laced videos at the age of 9, she was boasted about wealth and luxury from the get-go, really. And critics on social media expressed concern, accusing subscribers of predatory behaviour and questioning the ethics of her immediate transition into adult content, with some calling for legal accountability. Others compared her behaviour to Bad Baby, who also joined OF at 18 and then earned a similar amount. Tay defended her decision, citing empowerment and inspiration from celebrities like Sabrina Carpenter and Sydney Sweeney, framing it as a stand for women autonomy. Now, obviously, there was always going to be a response like that. She was never going to be like, oh, yeah, you know, I was just going to let this slide. It was always going to be under the guise of women autonomy. That's the same way that Bonnie Blue's done it. That's the same way that Lily Phillips has done it. It's how they all do it. But there's also a lot of questions, you know, to be... like, this is very similar to other cases that we've had, like... what's her name? Piper Raquel, where she was underage and then she, like, basically got scouted for the Bop House, like, you know, with Camilla Arujo and stuff like that. And then by the time she turns 18, she'll just be fully fledged and transition from this kind of child content into full-blown adult content like this with OF. You know, I understand that that's where the money's at, but geez, this person's only just turned 18. She's still a child in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. Like, I would never go, like, never. It's just weird. Now, a lot of people are questioning what the ethics of this are and, you know, what their parents must think of this, because, gosh, parents wouldn't allow this kind of behaviour, right? Right? Wrong, because her father, Christopher Hope, has actually supported her, stating she's an adult who can make her own decisions and that he believes she'll succeed, though he acknowledged some disapproval. However, her brother Jason Tian appeared upset during a livestream, briefly trying to stop her. Tay also claimed to have rejected a $30 to $40 million offer from adult entertainment agencies, asserting that she could succeed independently. Right, and this is another issue as well, right, is... she's literally getting scouted from other adult entertainment agencies. Adult entertainment agencies, right? You can imagine, like, these are the production companies that create these adult stars and put them into videos and stuff and then profit off of them. And she's turned down $30 to $40 million worth of offers, or $30 to $40 million offers, at least, from each one. Now, obviously, her dad has spoken out, like I said earlier, and people are kind of questioning the ethics of all of this. But Chris, who is also an attorney, he's an attorney, man, said he's not planning to monitor Tay's OnlyFans page, even if it does include adult content. She's now an adult who can make her own decisions, he said. I'm sure she's going to be successful in whatever she decides to do. He also acknowledged the backlash, saying some people won't approve no matter what she does, but he insisted he's not judging her and still has love for his daughter. I mean, of course you do. Of course you do. But at the same time, you can say, I don't approve of this. Like, do you know what I mean? Anyway, it's quite insane that this is kind of the measure that people are going to. Now, the move has also reignited debates about the countdown culture, with critics arguing it normalizes audience waiting for young influencers to turn 18, while supporters viewed it as financial autonomy. Social media reactions were mixed, of course, calling it creepy, while others questioned the authenticity of her earnings, suspecting an exaggeration for attention. Tay responded to critics by dismissing the quote-unquote haters and encouraging others to live freely, emphasizing her success. Now, obviously this is quite a big deal, and I think the countdown culture does need to be called out, and it does need to be questioned, because there are actual adults, grown-ass people who are on these websites who have had to verify their age, by the way. So they're, you know, in my eyes, PDF files, like, just straight up. Though, you know, they're not waiting and, you know, perving on children. They have waited in pre-orders and counted down the moments to Lil Tay becoming 18 to get this kind of content. To me, that's really friggin' weird. Like, that is really creepy. And it shouldn't be normalised. This shouldn't just be like something where people are like, oh, you know, she's 18 now, you know, or what are you going to do? People have waited. We even saw on one of her posts that people could pre-order. That's a problem. That's a genuine problem, because who else are they now waiting for? Like we said, Piper Raquel, whatever her name is, I can't remember now. Are they waiting? Are they counting down for her to become 18 so they can just now go and, like, see her explicitly? I don't know, man. If that was my kid, I would be genuinely concerned, very, very concerned by the internet, and I would like no amount of money makes that okay to me. No amount of money whatsoever. But that's just me and my ethics. What do you guys make of this? Obviously, you know, people are gonna have differing opinions. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of the like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.